guys, welcome back to Alaska Frontier Taxidermy. I'm Michelle, and today's video I'm going to be showing you how we use our grid table to prepare the bear hides for rugging. Most times we get bears in and the hunters have cut them the wrong way, or we have to repair holes, or there's one side bigger than the other. So today I'm going to be showing you how we make them a nice uniform shape on both sides of the bear hide. So let's get started. Alright, so I got my bear rug stretched out here, and it's still in the drying process, but I'm going to show you certain areas that are really prone to thinning on a bear. Right here in the groin area is kind of thin. And also in this armpit area is what we do is you kind of fold it over to where it's nice and symmetrical, because you want as much as the bear hide as possible. So you pull this, you fold it over, and you're going to pull it to where these two meet. And this is where you will cut your hide, and we'll sew this section together, and we'll be taking this section out. So we'll do that, and then we'll come down here to the groin area and we'll do the same. We'll just fold that over. We'll be cutting this section out, folding and sewing this piece together. You can see here that I still have to finish stapling this down because this is in the drying process. But you can see here that we've got this section here, and then we've got a section over there also that is kind of the same. This is the grid pattern that we're using, and we're on number 22. Okay, so we are on 22 right here, and that takes us all the way down to right here. That is the grid number that we're using right here. So we still have a little section left, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Okay, we're going to come over to the other side. Okay, so on this other side, right here, let me see, here is 22 right here. So if you go all the way up, that is 22. So right now, let me see, we want to make it even as possible on either side. So this is 24. So that's 22. So we still had some left over here on this other side. Okay, so here is our 22, and we still have a little bit left right here. So in order to really make this even, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to cut some off. So 22 was the number over there. We've got a little bit left over there. So here is 22 on this side. But we're going to be backing this up to about 24. So we're going to come up a little bit. And here is the folded part like we had on the other side with the armpit. And here is our groin area, just like on the other side. Okay. This is a nifty tool to have. It is a nail puller, or great for staples too. So we're going to be taking the rest of the staples out here. Now this hide is still kind of wet, and that is really the best time to go ahead and sew your hide also. And I've ran out of staples here, so I've got a few nails in here. Now you can see there's a bare spot here. And there's a bare spot here. And you want to make sure that the fur is going in the same direction when you go to cut and sew pieces together. So we're trying to eliminate these bare spots here. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with this side, because it has a little bit more fur than this side. So I'm going to fold this down, fold this over, and see how it comes together there? That's what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this. And then I'm going to mark this. Okay. All right, so we got this like this. And we'll get that sewn just like that. So now we've got 26 is our number down here. Okay, so we've got 26 there. We're not real worried about this number here. So we've got 26. I'm going to mark 26. 26 is right here. That's 26 right there. Now we're going to go look at the other side. Okay, so here is number 20, I'm sorry. Here is number 26 right here. So this line right here is 26. So we've got all this right here on this side and not on that side. Okay, so here is our line 26. We know this is roughly about 28 this way. Okay, so I made a mistake. This is actually, this line here is 28. So I want to mark this line 26. So 26 across here. So that might be where I'm going to cut that to, right there. But we're going to go look at this side next. Okay, so here is our line number 26. Here is the number 28 right here. Here's 28. Okay, so we got 26 and 28. Okay, so here is 28. 28 right here, and here's 26. So, and, sorry, here is, here's 26. Okay, so we've got line 28 here marked. Now we're going to go ahead and mark 30. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and cut this off. Let me go ahead and remove the rest of these staples. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this cut. Okay, so I'll finish cutting this. Okay, so now we got that whole piece cut off. Now that is going to fit together just like that. Now for this side, we're going to do the same thing because we are trying to make it symmetrical. But I've got this little piece right here that I'm gonna come down just a little bit. Let me see. Get the marker. All right, I'm trying to get rid of this little flap here. So I'm just gonna come like that. All right, so now I'll go ahead and get this cut. Okay, so that's what we have. We still have this little bit right here, but I'm not real worried about it. I might trim a little bit more off, just maybe. We'll see. All right, so I got this little bit cut off. So now we're going to work on getting this piece cut, and I've got to take out another staple. Okay, so I got the staples out. Now I'm going to go ahead and mark this one. And let's see. It's pretty bare there. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to take out this little piece here and leave this. So I'm going to fold it over like this. I'm going to mark this right here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get this cut. Okay, so that side has got a lot of fur on it. And here you can see that it's pretty thin right in here. So we're trying to get rid of this little part right here. So I'm going to fold this under, and this will be my new line right here. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and get this cut. Okay, so there we go, that piece. You can kind of see where it's really bare right there. Now we've got these two sections, and we'll sew that together. And I might have to trim a little bit right here just because I wanted a nice transition right there. All right, now we're going to go to the groined part. Okay, so here is our other part of the groin. And we're going to have to trim a little bit of this off. I mean, both sides have really nice fur, so it really doesn't really matter which part I take off, but I think I'll be taking off this part here. So I'm going to be cutting right along here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get this cut. Like I said, when you are pushing down with this scalpel, you want to make sure that you're kind of holding it up like this, because you will push the scalpel down and it'll be trimming off your good fur that you want to show. All right, so we got that cut. Now, we'll go ahead and lay this down and see how this comes together like that, and it's going to make a nice transition if I do have to trim here. So we'll be coming down at an angle like this. Okay, so I got that cut, and all we do is need to start sewing now. I might transition this down. Let's see, this is line 22 right there, and this is 26. Okay, so I am not really liking this transition here. It's not going to look even. So, let me see, 22 is that part. I'm probably going to trim just a little bit off here. Okay, so I'm just using a regular little Glover's needle, and it's just an egg eye, and it's number 518-2, and it's a pretty small needle, you can see. We're going to be sewing the groined area, and then we're also going to be sewing this area here. So it's a really small needle, but this is what I like. And the secret is that we are using waxed floss. You want to make sure that you used waxed floss because it has a tendency to grip onto itself and really make a really nice tight thread. Now you want to make sure that you double this up too. And then I just put a little knot in it. Okay, so here's my knot. Now we're going to start sewing. Now you want to come from the top and we're going to go right underneath the other side. And we're just going to come through it like that. You want to try to get as close to the edge as possible. And just wrap it around, pull it through. Wrap it around, pull it through. Now every so often you want to make sure that you wrap it around more than just once, just to lock it in. And just kind of pull on it. All right, now we're going to go ahead and finish sewing this, and then we'll move on to this part. Hey guys, so we're all done with a bear rug, and hopefully this was really helpful to you guys that want to make your own rug, and you kind of understand how we use the grid table that we showed you how to make, and all the extra fur that we cut off you can use to repair in certain areas where there's a little less fur. So hopefully you guys like this video, and don't forget to subscribe and like our channel.